Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today we are back with another tutorial and I'm going to break down one of my poster redesigns that I did for an iconic movie, The Shining. And I'm going to show you how I created this poster and I will tell you how to use the actions that I'm using in this video. Let's get started. So basically, I started off with Jack Nicholson's screenshot from the movie, and I started off by masking around his body and his head, and I came up with something like this. I know it looks silly now, but it will look better in the future. After that, what I did, as always, I used my noise graphic action that you can download from my Telegram channel. Make sure to follow my Telegram channel and subscribe to the channel because I will upload 2 to 3 different assets weekly for free that you can use for your projects. And you can find these noise graphic action also in my channel. So as always, I use this noise graphic on the photo and it will give you something like this if you're working on a dark background, but if you're working on a white background, it will give you this type of uh, effect. So after running the action, I would just double click on the group and I would just change this blending mode here on the current layer, and you can watch the full tutorial on my previous videos about this noise graphic action. So after that, I just moved around the curves to just get nice details on the skin, and I just duplicated it and came up with something like this. And for the duplicated one on the highlights, I came up with this. So as you can see, it will just change the highlights. And as I said, you can just watch the full tutorial about this on my previous video on YouTube. After that, I just duplicated both of these layers that I've got, the face and the highlights, but I changed them to the sweats, so it will look like something like this. And I created a red one for the sweater, and I just masked the sweat, so it came up something like that. We don't need this area, so don't worry about that. After that, I imported this maze photo that I got, and I masked around also the mazed object. And so if I just turn these off, you can see it was looking like this. So don't worry about these areas because I made that smaller in future. So for the maze, I also used the action to come up with something like that. So also the maze was green, and I used the duplicated version for the highlights to give it a bit of a more details. And after that, I came up with a typography. So the first typography that I came up with, let me just hide all of these, was The Shining itself. So this was also an action that I created, so I can just show you how the action works. It's simply you will just type the Shining, and let me just capitalize all of them. Yeah, for example, something like that. I don't want to show you the exact thing, but just gonna show you the effect. Also, you can download this action from my Telegram channel. It's from instant type distress action pack that I got, and the one that I used for the title was the big halftone distress. You would just select your text and click run, and it will run the action. After that, it will ask you to just choose a nice color, and I use this nice yellowish orange type of color, and you can just select whatever color you like. Also, from your layers, you can just simply change all the settings, you know, the noise that you got, the intensity of brightness and highlights, and all the effects that you have got on the text, like bevel and emboss, the shadows and everything. And also you need, as you can see, the shadows that we got here, you can just move them around and get the one look that you like. So I came up with this nice typography, and after that I created these ones too. It's filmed by Stanley Kubrick, but as you can see, it has some nice distress on the edges. That's why I use this action. And a masterpiece of a modern horror, and the actor names, and I used these just the edges actions on all of them to give it a nicer look. And with the Warner Brothers and the icons that I used. And for the last part, I used two textures. This is some paper cut textures that it will give you a nice look. As you can see, it will give it a sick look. And for the last part, I used this texture that I got, and it was something like this. I just put it on the screen and lowered the opacity of it. That was basically it. I would also include the time lapse of the whole process of making this poster at the end of the video. Make sure to watch it all, and as you know, you can just lower the speed of the video to make sure that you will keep up with me and see how I made this poster step by step. And make sure to like the video and subscribe, and peace.